Hello my loves, Tony here from TL Yarn Crafts and welcome back to my channel. So we have officially made it, babes. We are in that golden hour between spooky season and the holiday season. Welcome to fall babe season. And with fall in full swing, you might have the urge to make your wardrobe and your home a little cozier. Now I love a trend just as much as the next gal, but I'm sure you've noticed that trends come in and out so quickly. So in today's video, I'm giving you 8 current fall trends that you can crochet and I'll tell you how to make them timeless. Just get your pen and paper ready because this is gonna go quick. Now if all of that sounds good, make sure you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. And before we talk trends, we have to pay some bills, starting with today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for the curious and the creative. Millions of members visit this video workshop platform to learn everything from illustration and design to running small businesses or how to crush it at social media. I had the pleasure of releasing a Skillshare original last year called Modern Crochet: Essentials for Getting Started. It's a beginner level class that's chock full of great info on tools, color theory, and the building blocks of crochet. There are over 5,000 students enrolled, and nearly 70% say that this class exceeded their expectations. For those who've enrolled in the class already, thank you for supporting me here and on Skillshare, and if you haven't enrolled in Modern Crochet, now is the perfect time. You see, this class and thousands more are available on demand with your Skillshare Premium membership. If you're ready to explore new passions or deepen existing ones, Skillshare is the way to go. The first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Don't let this deal pass you by. Click the link and start learning today. And we're not going to get far without giving some love to our Cup of Caffeine sponsor. I have switched to water for now, at least. I had a couple cups of coffee this morning, but I'm really starting to think I might need a third, so I'm going to drink the rest of this water before I decide. Now today's Cup of Caffeine sponsor is Megan, and when donating, Megan said, "Thank you for teaching me how to crochet. I love your YouTube videos and I love your Tunisian crochet book. You're always so friendly and upbeat, and I just love watching your content. You give so much joy to the world and for free, so the least I can do is buy you a cup of coffee." Thank you so much, Megan. I'm glad that I could teach you to crochet, and I'm glad you're trying out Tunisian crochet as well. It is so fun, so addictive. You're absolutely gonna love it. And since you got it for me, I am gonna have that third cup of coffee today. Now, if you enjoy my videos and want to support my channel, buy me a coffee. Who knows, I might shout you out in the next one. Now, for all of the trends that I talk about today, I am going to link the patterns I mentioned down in the description. Now, without further ado, let's talk fall trends. Now we saw a slew of adorable lace and lightweight dresses for the spring and the summer, and thankfully we can carry this trend right into the fall. Now, as the name implies, a sweater dress is essentially a sweater that's been elongated into a dress. So to keep things super simple, you could find your favorite crochet sweater pattern and just make it a little bit longer until it's the length of dress that you like. Or if you like a little bit more structure, you can check out some of the crochet sweater dress patterns that I recently found. One that I'm in love with is the Piper Pocket dress from I Love Tinderbox. It's size inclusive, it has pockets, and you can adjust the length of the sleeves to whatever you want them to be. I also think that the Gertie Pinafore from Holly Woodward Designs is so stinking cute, and you can layer it, maybe with a collared shirt or just a tank top. Now, when you're picking yarns for this trend, I recommend going for something warm and super soft that you want to have next to your skin. Wool blends are a great choice here. We Crochet's Upcycle Alpaca blend or Hobie's Extra Fine Merino would do the trick. Now, once your sweater dress is ready, style it with thick patterned leggings and a gorgeous tailored coat, and you can wear that to your office Christmas party or for dinner with your in-laws. Now, this next trend I'm calling security blanket. This is all about incorporating the comforts of home into your wardrobe with the use of ponchos and super scarves. Ponchos should be equal parts functional and flattering, so don't make them too oversized. Instead, make sure you draw the eye by adding fringe or asymmetrical lines like I did with my hot cocoa poncho. When it comes to scarves, the bigger the better, and I'm especially partial to the willow scarf designed by Stephanie of All About Ami. This one has fringe and pockets. Both ponchos and super scarves can be great stash busters, so I encourage you to look into your stash for something special. If you just have to buy something, make sure you look for some really fun colors and textures that you might not normally reach for. Ponchos and super scarves are a great opportunity to make a statement, so don't let that opportunity pass you by. I used a strand of mohair and a strand of super fine merino wool to make my bestie scarf, and that scarf has 10 different blocks of color, so you can really play around with a palette that's new to you. The back to basics trend encourages makers to use basic stitches and techniques to make timeless home decor, wearables, and accessories. Think granny squares or basic stitches like half double crochet and double crochet, or you can even try out Tunisian simple stitch like I did in my Aida shawl. I really like this trend because it lets you know that you don't have to be an expert crocheter to make an eye-catching piece. Folks are gonna look at that accessory or that sweater and ask you where you got it from. And I don't know about y'all, but making something that looks store-bought is a massive compliment to me. This trend is a great opportunity for you to try a new technique as well. So if you're mainly a knitter, why not try out crochet? Or if you mainly crochet, try Tunisian crochet or even transition to knit. I especially like this trend for home decor pieces because those simple stitches make things instantly timeless. This scrap yarn blanket uses just single crochet and you hold several strands of yarn together for this gorgeous marled effect. And then when you make that giant basket, you can fill it with more yarn, fill it with holiday gifts, or even put in some throw blankets. And speaking of throw blankets, ripple blankets are always on trend. So get in on the look with my Mocha Ripple Afghan. It's a free pattern and you can find it with a helpful tutorial video. It's likely that you'll make at least one crochet hat this holiday season, either for yourself or as a gift. So let's move away from those slouchy silhouettes and holey textures. Instead, let's raise the bar on beanies, looking for sound structure, touchable textures, and really out-of-the-box color schemes. The Essex beanie from Elise Crochet is worked side to side, giving those knit look stitches a little bit of stretch. The Mesa hat has been a crowd pleaser since its release because of its simple design and helpful tutorial video. It's also a great way to balance bold colors with some soothing neutrals. I'm convinced that beanies will always rule the fall, so use this as an opportunity to style them a little bit differently and incorporate them into your wardrobe. Fitted and cone head beanies have overtaken the slouchy trend, and these types of beanies look fantastic with distressed jeans and tweed jackets, or go a little bit more casual with a teddy bear jacket and fleece lined leggings. Now, whether you knit or crochet, there is no way you miss Sophie's Scarf Mania that overtook the community last year. Now, this super simple tip-to-tip garter stitch scarf has over 12,000 projects on Ravelry and over 30,000 hits on Instagram, and it's really easy to see why. A simple skinny scarf like this instantly elevates a boring outfit. And since it's such a small project, this is a nice opportunity to experiment with some rarer fibers. Something like yak, silk, alpaca might be within the cards for a project like this. Now, you don't have to learn to knit to get in on this trend. Crocheters can dive into it as well. My Skyward Kerchief is constructed almost exactly like the Sophie scarf, and I add in a strand of mohair for some textural interest. You can also check out the Saccharin scarf designed by the Cozy Knot. Styling options are really endless, but I love a mini scarf like this with a simple collared shirt. Now, this is one trend I'm going to be all over this season. Hot Fuzz encourages crocheters to dabble in some of those fuzzy textures like faux fur, boucle, and mohair. Fuzz and fluff have long been part of the crochet conversation, but they can often get pigeonholed into that awful novelty looking stuff. This is an opportunity for us to elevate this trend. Find ways to incorporate that fuzz and fluff into our everyday wardrobes. Now, if this is your first time flirting with fuzz, try holding it with a strand of merino wool like I did for my wild bird shawl. Or for full-on fuzz overload, go straight to a colorful granny mohair cardigan. That's on my list for sure. For all of my babes that are a little more wool averse, I found 2 yarns that'll help you get in on this trend. First is Hobie's Fluffy, which gives you the look of mohair held with a strand of merino wool, but it's all one strand of 100% acrylic that is machine washable. Hobie also offers Fur Luxe, which is a worsted weight faux fur that is super soft and pretty reasonably priced. It's time to redefine your relationship with warm neutrals like creams and browns. Now, the brown on brown trend is massive right now, but we already know it's gonna go out of fashion as soon as those softer colors of spring come back around. Instead, look to build the foundations of your wardrobe and your home decor using those neutrals, and then add in appropriate pops of color. You can even mix a selection of neutrals to make your pieces a little more wearable. That's exactly what I did with my Dina Cardi, and you can do the same with the Agnes sweater vest. If you've been looking for your chance to try undyed natural fibers, now is the time. Undyed yak, wool, and alpaca come in gorgeous shades ranging from light creams to deep browns and even some gorgeous grays. Really take a chance to own that rustic look and feel of these yarns without all of that post-processing. And last but not least, let's explore the trend of crochet outerwear with the great outdoors. One of the great benefits of crochet is the heft of it, allowing you to create these substantial pieces that could replace a jacket or a coat. Experiment with the length of your piece, the sleeve style, and even the texture to make something that is truly one of a kind. The key here is to embrace the weight. So look for worsted weight or even bulky weight yarns that'll help you make denser fabrics. If it's still a little warm where you are, a sleeveless poncho like the patchwork cardi could be a great layering piece. And if you need a little bit more insulation, check out the Sherpa sweater from Make and Do Crew. The addition of the pockets, the hood, and the zipper make this look store-bought. As you're planning your projects, be sure to include some of the hottest colors of the season. Here are 3 to look out for. Heating up the runway with a fiery touch is Pepper Red, which is the bold shade of the fall and winter seasons. Inspiring confidence, power, and positivity, this is a color that looks gorgeous on everyone. Incorporate it into the stripes of a blanket, add it as a pop of color in a hat, or be as audacious as this color is and use it for an entire garment. Now, what I really love about this Pepper Red color is that it's slightly different than the reds you typically see for the fall, winter, and holiday seasons. So wear it to all of your Christmas events to really stand out from some of the reds around you, and then continue to wear it throughout the season to keep your spirits high on those really dull days. The color green is enjoying a moment in the sun, and today we're highlighting olive oil green. This bright chartreuse is popping up on runways and in yarn stores, encouraging makers, much like myself, to add some unusual shades to their wardrobe and homes. Now, much like Pepper Red, olive oil green is fine playing the lead or backup. If you want to balance this out in a color palette, look for deep teal, soft pink, and soft grays to make it more wearable. Or you can be like me and just wear it all over. I have literally never worn this color before, and I'm telling you, it might be my signature shade. And would you believe I got this sweater from Old Navy? Yeah, I was surprised too. Now here's a color that took me totally by surprise, but it makes sense for the times that we're in. Digital Lavender is a serene, neutral purple that exists far outside the pastels of Easter. Stitching with this color will instantly inspire calm thoughts, helping you feel relaxed and focused, making space for peace and clarity. Now, I'm not typically a purple person, but this is definitely a shade I can get down with. I love the idea of taking something that feels pastel out of the spring and putting it into the fall and winter. It just adds a softness, and it also gives us a lot more opportunity to build really interesting color palettes. So I've given you the trends, I've given you the colors. Now here are some yarns that I'm really excited to work with this fall season. So We Crochet, which is the sister site to Knit Picks, just introduced solid skeins to coordinate with their Alla Prima yarn. You might recall this yarn from a past Yarn Snob review. I gave this hand-painted super bulky weight yarn 7 out of 10 hooks, even though the single ply roving is really impractical. A yarn like this was created for those statement pieces, and now with the addition of these solid colors, we have lots more design opportunities. I would try this yarn out if you're playing around with that hot fuzz trend. I am still full on daydreaming about a piece made from Hobie's Pearly Haze. This is a viscose merino wool blend that has this pearlescent shine to it to really help you stand out on some of those dreary fall days. With all of their gorgeous subdued shades, I'm really imagining this coat of all colors, maybe like mid-calf length, made with Tunisian simple stitch. This is a chance to get in on that basic stitches trend, allowing the color, the texture, that pearlescent nature to really speak for this piece. If you've still not experimented with hand-dyed yarn, this is your sign to finally do it. One of my good friends and great talents, Nicole of Hue Loco, just came out with her Coffee House collection. It's 10 shades, all inspired by sinking into a cozy couch in your favorite cafe. Nicole has this knack for really capturing the neutral nature of these colors without making them look drab. If we're being completely honest, most of the clothes and home decor pieces in stores are either poorly made, overpriced, and sometimes both. So let's conquer our crochet fears, let's dive into those stashes and start making some pieces that we can be proud of to incorporate into our wardrobes in our homes season after season. I hope this this video inspired at least one must-make project for the upcoming fall season, and I would love to know what that is. Go ahead and drop down into the comments and let me know which of these trends was your favorite, which one was your least favorite, and what trends did I forget to talk about. Tell me all about your fall crochet plans down below. I can't wait to read them. And thank you so much to everyone who voted in the poll for this video. I've not done a trends video before, and depending on how it performs, maybe we'll do this again. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!